Thanks for tuning into my channel. I am going to recreate this little neo-expressionist painting today. I actually did this one on YouTube. I will link it in the description. First, step one is get the drawing on here. I usually do it with a sharpie. We're gonna go all right, there's our skull head. Let's go esophagus, or technically spine. This is not anatomically correct. We're just getting some stuff in here. This is how I did it, so this is how I'm going to do it. One eye here, some eyes, box mouth, and then this little Scully, I actually call these little things Scully. This little Scully 2 is having a bad day at work. So for me, neo-expressionism style painting, I don't know what else to call this. I call it bathroom stall also. But this style of painting for me is about expressing intense feelings. So we got some scissors coming out of the skull here. Wow. Doesn't matter how good they are. We got some nails. I love to do nails. I don't know why. Because you can like aim them. You can aim them and get different perspectives. Okay, and we got some brains. Let's do some brains. Okay. I kind of think I'm going to leave the eyes white on this one. Big tears coming out. Now remember, this is about having a bad day at work. So this is how I feel when I'm having a bad day at work. So this is step one. Step one is to get your drawing on here with Sharpie. We just completed step one. Step two is to do a messy background layer with paint. Put some orange on here. Can I just go like that? Yeah! Got some yellow on there. And I got a little green down here. I'm just going to take a crafting filbert Teclon. And all I'm doing is getting the background messy. I'm not following it exactly. I'm just trying to go for the likeness. Because I really like this painting, Scully. So let's see how Scully 2 turns out. Let's make a mess. I'm just going to grab a little water and put it on here. All I'm trying to do is get color all the way over the edge here on the white. Any color. So we got orange. Now we got this mud with the green, which I like. Turning brown. Let's get the yellow going. All right. All I'm doing is trying to cover every little bit of white on this canvas. It doesn't matter how messy this is. A lot of this is going to get covered up. Okay. That's step 2. Now we're done with step 2. Step 3, let this dry. It's important because we're going to do Posca paint pen over it. You can't do paint pen on wet paint. So step 3 was dry the painting. This has to be completely dry. Now grab your Posca paint pens because step 4 is Posca. So now, this painting was about having a bad day at work. So maybe let's write, I don't like my job across the top. I'm just going to keep switching paint colors. I'm not even really looking in this bin. It doesn't matter to me. Let's do red. They do not pay me enough to live, right? It's so probably so true. What else? Let's go get some economic collapse in here, okay? Let's do why are groceries so expensive? But like in cursive. Why are groceries so expensive? Notice I'm going over the other one. I don't even care. All I'm trying to do is break these lines up. I'm trying to break every single line up that the skull has. Okay? Let's pick another color and get some more feelings out here. So you're having a bad day at work. I don't like my job. Why are groceries so expensive? They do not pay me enough to live. I am calling in sick for the next week. Haha, you can't stop me. Right? Let's go to this red and just do some unhappy faces. I'm sad. I'm mad. I'm mad. Oh, I'm mad. Oh, okay, let's do some, pretend now we're in a bathroom. This is why I call it the bathroom stall, this layer. When we do our Posca, we write all this stuff out that we feel. I don't like my job. I'm calling in sick for the next week. What else can we say? I'm gonna write this really big, so it's just messy. My boss is a total poopy head. Look at that. Now it's starting to get good. I am so burnt out. I am crispy AF. Okay. Do you notice how messy it's getting? You can just pick something and draw a bunch of it. Let's just say, oh, this is a good one to do. Ready? Let's just outline this. Let's get that in there. Ooh. Oh, that felt nice, right? Okay, huh? Maybe one more of those in a different color. Let's do an orange one. Okay? Really getting my feelings out. Oh, this job is making me insane. Oh, right? So it doesn't matter if it's clean or messy. The messier the better, but you get the idea here. Let's do just a couple more things. My soul is being removed from my body. Okay, so I got a lot of feelings in here. I'm so mad. Okay, so now we have all these feelings out there. So let's go and bring our skeleton back. And we're going to do this with paint pen. Step 5 now is bring your drawing back. See, you can still see it there with the Sharpie. So we're going to bring it back. Ready? Try to draw so you can actually see. I'm just bringing my drawing back. I still might do eyeballs, but I'm leaving it open in case I don't want to. All right. Spine. Make sure it goes over the edge here. I want this to have more tears coming. Okay. Oh, my scissors. How could I forget? There's a scissor stuck in my head. Office supplies in my dome. All right, you know what? I'm putting eyeballs in. Get some eyes in there. We're going to fill in this solid black. We are going to fill in this solid black. So I brought back the initial drawing so that I could see it. Now the next phase is to thicken all these lines and make them really thick black. Okay? So we got our drawing back, and now we're doing thick black lines. Just like thicker than you even think you should is probably the rule here. Just go ham on it. Dap it up. Alright, so notice when I make the lines twice as fat, boom, you can see it way better. This is also a chance, if you want to change any of the shapes of anything, you can. And whenever I fatten up, I always go on the outside. I don't go on the inside. I always do, because the inside is the original drawing. And if you go fatten up on the inside, it'll change. It'll change the drawing. Make sure you go all the way over the edges here, or you'll be sad you didn't later. When you want to sell it and it doesn't look complete on the sides. Okay? Boom. All right. Thickening this side up. Starting to look like a little fine little painting, huh? Thickening up those black lines. I got to get the eye around the eyes real thick. Why not get some fake little eyelashes in there? Notice I'm fattening up outside the lines. Get some fake little eyelashes going on here. And then some fatter tears. Oh. And we have fattened lines. Very good. How about this? Bottom of the head. Skull, I mean. Okay. Woo! Gonna let this dry completely because the next phase is white. Kind of brings it all together, but you don't want to go white over the black until the black has fully dried. Okay, so we're letting this dry. Now we grab our white paint pens. So for some of the areas, I'm going to use the small paint pen, like let's just say over the eyes. I go right up against the black too. Don't leave any space or it won't have the same effect. Going in there with the white. Or I'm going in with the super thick one, see what happens. Ready? Okay, we got brains going on in there. And let's do the inside of the skull. Inside the line. You notice I'm going inside. I'm not going to do outlining outside the black. I'm going inside the black. Boop. If you want to try it again and go outside the black, you can. Okay, let's do some teeth. Okay. Let's do spine. Let's do some tears. Tears going off the side. So sad. And then let's get the eye going. Got the eye. Get those eyelashes in there. Scissors. I'm using a really fat marker so that you can see it going on. Okay. For no reason, just get some dots in there. Maybe I'll do a couple dots right here just to bring it together. And then the nails. All right. I'm going over my paint pen for a second layer. Sometimes the paint pen doesn't come out as white as I want it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go over it with a second layer where I want it to be really defined. Okay, here's the one I was copying, and here's the one I made. Not quite exact, but you get the idea that how this process works. And you can make a cool, really weird, expressive painting that catches people's eyes and makes them think about things. And you know what I think the coolest part about this is that in the background here, it says all that real personal stuff, but no one can read it, okay? So this is a really cool way to get your feelings out into this little neo-expressionist style painting. In the description, I will link up the one I did for this. You can look at that. And feel free to always copy me. And please subscribe to my channel. Appreciate you.